Good morning, everyone. Today is the fourth day of the lesson AP, and we're going to derive another formula, which is the sum of all the terms of an AP. Earlier, we had already derived the nth term, the formula of the nth term. Today, we're going to derive the sum of all the terms of a given AP, and I'm going to solve three different types of question, and along with it there will be an assignment. So let's start with the derivation. Show that Sn equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. By now I believe you all know what a, n, and d represents, so it should not be a very difficult derivation if you had practice enough. So solution, we're going to suppose a and d to be the first term and the common difference. So let a and d be the first term and the common difference, and let Sn denote the sum of the first n terms of a given AP. So Sn equal to, now what we are going to do, the AP is given to be, we all know how to represent AP. So the first term a, so the second term is a plus d, and the third term is a plus 2d, and so on, it goes on. We are going to add the AP now. So a is the first term, and a plus d is the second term, and the third term would be a plus 2d. And if you go on, the last term would be a plus n minus 1d, and the term before the last term would be a plus n minus 2d. If a plus n minus 1d is the last term, the second last term would be n minus 2a plus n minus 2d. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to add them and call it equation 1. Then, now in the next step, we're going to reverse the numbers, the AP. So the first term being a, and the last term being a plus n minus 1d. So now we are going to reverse and write a plus n minus 1d as the first term, because for any given AP, if you reverse the AP, it is still an AP, just that the common difference are different. So we're going to reverse the given AP and write Sn equal to a plus n minus 1d plus a plus n minus 2d plus, it will go on, it should be a plus there, plus a plus d plus a, call this equation 2. Now add equation 1 and 2. So on adding, you have to be careful here. Sn plus Sn would be twice Sn. So equation 1 plus equation 2, Sn plus Sn would be twice Sn, equal to. Now the values are coming up. I'm going to explain a bit about how these values are coming up and why they are all same. Now, so in the first place, before we have the second term after the addition, so we have 2a plus n minus 1d. So how do we get this 2a plus n minus 1d? Now from the first equation, look at the first term, which is a. So add a, and then the first term from the second equation, just try it. A plus n minus 1d. So if you look at it, it becomes 2a plus n minus 1d. So that's how we get 2a plus n minus 1d. Now for the second term, again it is 2a plus n minus 1d. So the second term from the first equation, a plus d, plus the second term from the second equation is a plus n minus 2d. Now just add them and see what you get. A plus a twice a. Then you have as I explained, I want you to write it in your notebook. D, so a plus a is already twice a. Then we have d plus n minus 2d. So take d common. If you take d common, you will get n minus 2 plus 1. Or in other words, it could be 1 plus n minus 2. So now twice a plus n, so 1 minus 2 is minus 1d. So in that way, whenever you add the terms in the same position, you will always get 2a plus n minus 1d. So if you go to towards the end of the equation, for the first equation it is a plus n minus 1d, and for the second equation the last term is a. So when you add them, it will be the same as the first terms that you've added in the beginning. So it will all remain the same. Now here's another thing which is very important. All along we get 2a plus n minus 1d. So you're adding the same values over and over. It goes till n times. So take an example. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 2 is 4, 2 into 3 is 6. So what does 2 into 2 equal to 4 means? So it means 2 plus 2, or in other words 2 times 2 is 4. Then again 2 into 3 equal to 6. What does this tells us? 2 plus 2 plus 2. So you're adding 2 3 times. So that's 2 3 times equal to 6. So now the same value 2a plus n minus 1d goes or is added n times. So therefore it will be 2a plus n minus 1d into n. So I don't know, I'm not sure how many of you will understand this. So let's proceed. So 2sn equal to n 2a plus n minus 1d. So Sn equal to n by 2 2a plus n minus 1d. So this is the formula of the sum of the nth term of an AP. I want you to go through a few times before you actually start with the problems. Before you actually start with the question, you get used to the formula, practice few times, only then you go to the questions. So now the first question, AP day 4 questions. So find the sum of the given AP. We're given 3, 8, 13, 18 up to the 12 terms. So we have to add them. So you already know for any given AP you already know how to identify the first term, the common difference. So let's just proceed. So solution: A equal to 3, D equal to 8 minus 3 would be 5, 13 minus 8 would be 5, 18 minus 13 would be 5, so D equal to 5, and we are to add up to the 12th term, so N equal to 12. Now let's use the formula. Sn equal to n by 2 twice a plus n minus 1 d. So we just need to substitute the values. So Sn equal to n, the value of n is 12, 12 by 2, then the value of a is 3, so 2 into 3 plus 12 minus 1 into 5. So I won't waste too much time on this. You can just simplify it. So the value of Sn equal to for the given question is 366. So that's the answer. Now going on to the second question. So the question is, how many terms of the AP 1, 6, 11, 16 must be taken so that their sum is 148? So the first question was quite simple. This is a little tricky again. Let's start with the solution. So here, identify the first term, the common difference. A is 1 and D is 5. And the sum is given, which is 148. So we need to, you need to understand which, what the question is asking. Here, the question is asking you to find the value of n. So the sum, how many terms should be taken, how many terms, so that means n. So, and the sum of the AP is given. So use the formula Sn equal to 148. So write the formula. Sn is n by 2, 2 into 1 plus n minus 1 into 5. I have not written the formula here in the solution anymore, but it'll be good that you write the formula once and then substitute the values. So cross multiply the denominator, which is below n. When you transfer it to the right hand side, it becomes a multiplication. So 148 into 2, then open the bracket, 5 into n, 5n minus 5 into 1, 5. So n, so 2 minus 5 is minus 3. So 5n minus 3 equal to 148 into 2 is 296. Then multiply the n, or open the bracket. So 5n square minus 3n, transfer 296 to the left hand side. So it becomes minus 296. And I'm sure that you must be confused what to do next after this step. So it's a very simple step, just that you have to do factorization, or in other words, splitting the middle term. Don't worry that the variable is in terms of n, but this is still a quadratic equation. So this is a quadratic equation. So you would solve how you had solved the quadratic equation normally. So splitting the middle term. So 296 into 5 is 1480. So 5n square, the possible values, the value should be minus 40n plus 37n minus 296. So minus 40 plus 37 is minus 3. So that's how you split the middle term and take the common. I think the rest is quite simple. I will not go through in detail anymore. N minus 8 plus 5n plus 37. So either n minus 8 equal to 0 or n equal to minus 37 by 5. So that's how n equal to 8 or n equal to minus 37 by 5. So you would neglect the term which has minus and which has fraction, because the number of terms cannot be minus, or it cannot be a fraction. It should always be a whole number. So the answer is n equal to 8. So 8th term must be taken so that the sum is 148 for the given AP. So that's the second question. Now let's proceed to the third question. You can always replay the video and understand. So so the third question is coming up on the screen. Find the sum of the first n natural numbers. This should not be, this should be a piece of cake. So the first n natural numbers. So what is the first term for any for natural numbers? So the first term would be a would be 1. So a equal to 1. What would be the common difference between each of the terms and each of the terms of the natural numbers? So 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes on. So the common difference would be 1. So the first term is 1 and the common difference is 1. So we have to find the sum of the first n natural numbers. So let's bring in the formula. As n equal to n by 2, 2 into a plus n minus 1 d. Let's substitute the value as n equal to n by 2, 2 into 1, n minus 1 into 1. So this is a simple simplification. N by 2, 2 into 1 is 2, then n minus 1, opening the bracket. So as you open the bracket, there you have n plus n minus 1. So 2 minus 1 will be 1. So as n equal to n by 2, n plus 1. So this can be rewritten as n equal to n into n plus 1 divide by 2. So that's the sum of the first n natural numbers. So the assignments for today's class are all taken from the exercise question, exercise 6.2. So exercise 6.2, question number 1 to 8. I expect each and every one of you to try them, and as far as possible I want that you solve on your own, and in case you have a doubt, in case you have a problem, please report it to me. I'm always available. Thank you. So that's the assignment.